We have a little bit of bad news to start with today. We begin with breaking news that famous Cleveland radio personality Mike Trivisonno has died. The beloved and polarizing radio host on WTAM 1100 died today. That's where our Lena Lai is right now. And Lena, what do we know so far?
Yeah, we're still getting more information, but I got to tell you, a very large fan base and his colleagues here at WTAM studios in mourning over the passing of Mike Trivisonno this afternoon. Friends tell me that he passed away in his garage just hours before he was to come into the studios here to host his daily show, The Mike Trivisonno Show. Friends believe that he may have suffered a heart attack, but they're still waiting for details. Many of his colleagues here are just shaken because they had just talked to him on the phone and then he was gone. Mike Trivisonno, Triv, as he was known, began his radio career in Cleveland in 1987 for a number of radio stations, but has been a longtime afternoon radio host, hosting his namesake radio show here at WTAM. You said that he was polarizing and beloved. And I got to tell you, it really was his tell it like it is persona that had people either loving him or hating him. But either way, people listened. And his well-known phrase, "I'm living in a world I truly don't understand," really resonated with a lot of his listeners who just like to talk about the current events and the polarizing events recently within our nation. Triv was also well known for his generosity, spending years advocating and organizing his Coats for Kids campaign. Program director Ray Davis telling us that he, over the years, has raised millions of dollars for the Cleveland community. A lot of shaken people here at WTAM, a lot of tributes coming in on the air right now. We're going to peek back inside the studio and listen to some of them. We'll share more of that coming up at 6, and we'll have more on Mike Trivisonno coming up at 11. But Mike Trivisonno dead at the age of 74. And interestingly, Betsy and Jay, true to Mike Trivisonno, he never really would talk about his age. When somebody would ask him how old he would say that he was 54 because he never wanted to be out of that key demographic, that key 25 to 54 age group for the advertising demographic, guys.
Yeah, his quick comeback was always old enough to know better, but he just had something to follow up with after that, too. And I do want to point out, WTAM is our partner radio station, and we do have close connections to them. Mike Trivisonno was always an interesting one to talk to. I'd listen for days, and he'd be absolutely lambasting how awful the weather forecasts are, and then a big storm would come, and I'm his first call. So it's a very interesting conversation to have, but that man truly, Lena, you said it, has a huge, generous heart, and he will be deeply missed by many here in Northeast Ohio. Thanks so much, Lena.